We are moving on to the United States of America. We need the Amanyo Semichia now no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama US. Na Mahama pa video a video or ya peke yenche to share Mahama ni Secret Service. Mahama Secret Service e omode man enya asem ketwa eno mudidi nechin sa broni no share left and right with oba no be punch enya grokra no mudi. So be ntimi ben Mahama Secret Service ayeden etwa ne ho ehia. Now in aid of all of these things and in same way ekoso we have a crucial update because Mahama is making big moves in the United States of America. Again, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Mahama call Nansiya no akosia the CEO of Rockefeller. Wasanso akosia French for omo president Emmanuel Macron. Now, French for President Okushio, there's a curve to it. I'll explain because people are angry. Say Mahama Okushia Sabapa. Remember Sabapa, he's one of the reasons there's instability. Burkina Faso. But Mahama has a reason for doing that. Until before then, he share a bit of this particular snippet of what really did happen. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Okoya Yeman Secret Service protection in the United States of America. Babaka, we also have an update of how Trump met with dignitaries like French President Emmanuel Macron and also Rockefeller CEO. In fact, so we need the social media. Chabun say Mahama projected Nasdaq. Yenche video Babaka beto aso.
Excuse me. What are you guys listening?
So that is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, share the whole screen so this a post that Mahama make here just some few hours ago, and just about 48 hours, that's almost a day or so ago. I say, good meeting with Dr. Rajiv J. Shah from the Rockefeller Foundation ahead of my side event on Accra Reset, Reimaging Global Governance on Health and Development later today. So Mahama is meeting with billionaires. He's trying to cause them to invest in the country. Now, we need the business. It's the Rockefeller Foundation. It's one of the most prestigious foundations. They have the potential to change the economy and also the how Ghana operates. And aside from that too, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he also met with French President Emmanuel Macron. So that is French President Emmanuel Macron and Oshia President John Dramani Mahama. To opposite say strengthening Ghana-France trade, bilateral and diplomatic relations. Good meeting with President Emmanuel Macron on the sidelines of United Nations General Assembly 80. That's the 80th General Assembly. So that is exactly what is really going on. Now, one of the things you also have to note in all of this is there are people back home or more companies say Mahama is not really doing anything because the party say there are problems in what country. This particular problems in this country, it is really crippleness from the cost of living to galamsey issue and even how Ghana we voted but we are not seeing anything. In the end of this, Kevin Abrantie Taylor. And also, because also US or party say nobody should even think of petitioning the US government say Mahama SA crown because all the problems that will crown it was started under the Mahama's regime. Akufo-Addo's regime, and Mahama can use 8 months to change everything Akufo-Addo has done in 8 years. In short video here, back here better also.
Yeah, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, nipa 110 as ministers, 110. Kwasi Ampenyi Obaye no Obeye Regents 16. And Osayi ministers 110. And a Ghana forecast say adding ministers 110. Ekura team 30 million pe. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo response or the Ghana phone. And Kwasi Afuna mudi omochi.
President Akufo-Addo has once again justified his appointment of 110 ministers, adding that the vital thing is having the capacity to deliver on the promises made to better the lot of Ghanaians. The president said this in a response to a question about the effect of the size of the government on the national purse.
I'm not worried about the size of government because I think that, first of all, the majority, the overwhelming majority of the people in the government are members of parliament who are already on the public exchequer. I think something like 2/3 or almost three-fifths of the appointees are all members of parliament, so that the incidence of their becoming ministers on the public exchequer is minimal from what it is already as members of parliament. And secondly, the really important thing is your capacity to get hold of the machinery and deliver. So at the end of the day, at the end of the 4 years, people of this country will wake up or feel a significant improvement in their lives. There are more jobs available. People are getting better wages. The cost of living is something that is within the reach of ordinary people. I don't think they're going to worry themselves too much about the size of my government.
Odi akwa we to John Mahama ho a. I say na wabodam. Excuse me, see the reasons dia all ma yes wabayi nipa 110 or so ebe medwuma buso nipa benye dwuma yes sika beba nkofo botom efisa the ministers ne do so meye dwuma we Jimmy yetena de we hu for 80 years mu ye dede ben me say ade bia NDC aban dealing with today o say a problem no, it was a problem that was left behind by NPP aban. Intinke ye ka enisan ka normal bia free MPP kra complaining about anything in Ghana. If you see anybody sit on TV or radio discussing this is a problem, Ushedi Panamka say you are foolish. And that problem you are talking about, who created them? The problem you are talking about today. Munam Ghana TV Sunu radio so say Galamsey. Who created Galamsey in Ghana? Who made Galamsey attractive? Who actually commissioned Galamsey? Anytime I just say the NPP as a political party, no more Jimmy. They are very effective in opposition because that is how they were made. They are made to lie. I am part of them. I know how they operate. This is a party. They are not willing to accept anything apart from almost selfish gains. That's all. When you hear them talk, don't pay attention to them. Me penipa ba kuna ba TV so I can say, oh, problem with the NPP ye jano hona ban we en yes of solve it problem ben. Problem ben na Ghana sisia MPP nkwasiafo we jato ho aban we by we yineni. Tell me one problem. Inti right now no mankasa jatum say they have created problems. They left huge burden on Ghanaians. And they are insisting say within 8 months NDC are buying and solve a problem. These are the kind of animals we want to govern with. These are kind of cockroaches. These are the termites we want to reason with. We are not supposed to reason with them. We are supposed to ignore them. Because you see, the NPP as a political party, no, they don't understand what is reasoning. See, and another Dankwe Kufuado, nipa 110 as ministers, 110. Kwasi Ampenyi Obaye no Obeye Regions 16, and Osayi ministers 110. And a Ghana forecast say adding ministerians, and they are insisting say within 8 months NDC are buying and solve a problem. Operate. This is sit on TV or radio discussing this is a problem. Ushedi Panamka say you are foolish. And that problem you are talking about, who created them? The problem you are talking about today. Munam Ghana TV Sunu radio so say Galamsey. Who created Galamsey in Ghana? Who made Galamsey attractive? Who actually commissioned Galamsey? Anytime I can just say the NPP as a political party, no more Jimmy. They are very effective in opposition because that is how they were made. They are made to lie. I am part of them. I know how they operate. This is a party. They are not willing to accept anything apart from almost selfish gains. Inti right now no mankasa jatum say DA be jato ho aban we by we yineni. Tell me one problem. Inti when you hear them talk, don't pay attention to them. Because They are not willing to accept anything apart from almost selfish gains. That's all. When you hear them talk, don't pay attention to them. Me pedipa ba kuna bagina TV so I can say, oh, problem with the MPP ye jano hona ban we en yes of solve it. Problem ben na wa Ghana sisia MPP nkwasiafo we jato wa aban we by we yineni. Chemi one problem. Inti right now no mankasa jatum say they have created problems. They left huge burden on Ghanaians. And they are insisting, so within 8 months, NDC are buying and solve a problem. These are the kind of animals we want to govern with. These are kind of cockroaches. These are the termites we want to reason with. We are not supposed to reason with them. We are supposed to ignore them.